What up, guys? Just got done moving and wanted to do a quick spotlight on Inception Designs. Now, Inception Designs, many of you know, many of you don't know, is run by Simon Stevens, who worked for Key for a long time, Empire before that. Basically, if I had to put a title to him, he's Paintball's Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, whatever. We're lucky to have him. I mean, the guy, I've met the guy, I've talked to the guy. That guy could be working in aerospace, making millions, and yet he chose to, make things for us. We're lucky. Anyway, Simon in the last couple of years has founded his own company called Inception Designs. Some of the first products they made a single finger trigger for the Vanquish and a couple of aftermarket triggers for the Vanquish. The Rattler, which I have on mine, I happen to really like, has a very radical rake to it, which, for the way I walk the trigger, it's a lot more comfortable for me, whatever. What he's been doing lately, though, is he's been producing aftermarket bodies for the axe, and he's been producing autococker bodies. I have one of my autococker / sniper builds here with me. One's down at the shop. I'm going to finish it off tomorrow. But this is the Inception Sniper. Some of you might have seen this at the field. The kryptonite body, which is what this is, has kind of, I don't know if I can get a good picture of it on here, but it's got a lot of little facets on it, very similar to, like the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter. There was only, I believe, 250 of those bodies made, and then I think 250 of the mid-block made, and I'm absolutely not sure the number of the bobtails that were made in this design. Then he did an FLE, which stands for F-word light engineering autococker, and that's what I have down the shop. I'm going to finish tomorrow, and yes, it is absolutely that light. One of the other products he released was the kryptonite axe body, which I have on my axe, and I love it. I can't get enough of it. This is one of those guns that you get and, yeah, it's just an axe, but this is an axe. It's awesome. The other product that Simon released that has been selling like hotcakes that people have really fallen in love with is the Stella barrel kit. Now, what makes this particular barrel kit unique so far in terms of barrels is it not only has the sized backs that we're all used to. This is the 680 back. It also has a sized front. Now, what is that going to do for you in terms of performance? Well, it's going to give you, obviously, a longer, tighter bore down the barrel, which means you're going to use less gas to move your ball down the barrel, and it seems to really dial in the consistency a little bit more. With this particular setup, I'm running a Violent Ego rig and a CCM valve on it off of a Ninja V2 Pro rig. For my bottle rig, I'm getting plus or minus 1 to 2 over Virtue Quad. Astounding consistency. With the same bottle rig on my axe and the barrel, I'm getting damn near the same results. I think its variances were 1 to 2.5 feet per second, which is, again, astounding. Simon's barrel, the Stella barrel kit comes with 5 backs, 3 fronts, and there was initially 3 tips you could get, a 14, 16, 18-inch tip. I correct 4 tips, and there was an Apex tip. There's also a freak back for it too, so if you want to use your freak kit, you can. The downside of the freak kit being that you have to use a largest sized front. The kit's simple to use. You bore match your paint just like you're used to, and then you just pick the next biggest sized front. So I have the 680 back, I have a 683 front. It's a very quiet kit. It's absolutely astounding. I love it. I can't get enough of it. I actually retired my Freak kit in favor of this bad boy. I use it on all my autococker threaded guns, my old DMs, my axe, my Vanquish, my autocockers, my snipers. They all get it. They all use it, and it just works. That said, that's kind of what is impressive about Inception Designs to start with. Inception Designs, his products just seem to work. They perform their function well. And for a lot of us that have been into paintball for a long time, have really enjoyed playing. Back in the day, a lot of the products that they released, the benefits were dubious at best. Thinking back to Smart Parts Magic Box, a lot of the evil stuff. We actually have a evil Intimidator bolt at the shop that had, instead of having the hole milled through the Delrin back to allow the air to come up from the valve chamber and the hole milled from the valve chamber up to meet that, there's essentially two blind holes. I probably I can't figure out why my Intimidator won't fire. We looked at that. Well, it's because of evil's quality control. Other than that, I mean, the quality control on these is excellent. The company's great. I encourage you to go check out Simon's forums, inceptionforums.com. Lots of great info on there. Just be prepared. You know, I'm not exactly a dummy. I'm not exactly a genius, but there's times on there reading some of those threads, I feel like I have to go back to college. A lot of great information. I know Lurker's on there, Jack Wood's on there, Simon's on there. It's not the place you want to go if you want to show off your brand new GO3 or point whatever with whatever. It's the place you go when you want to read an in-depth discussion between Jack and Lurker about how regulators work. That said, go check it out. You'll like it. Anyway, I've ranted enough. I've rambled enough. I need caffeine. It's 6 o'clock at night. Buy Inception. Live free. Live long. Prosper. Later.